Why by the lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God I'm unstoppable, can't deny denial. Life flowing through, living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Gado Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Quick! Set! Finish! All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. What it do, family? What it do? Hey, we back in here with another one. Y'all already know, on this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. Today, as you can see by the title of this video, the topic at hand, the unspoken effects of social media, part 2. Is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? Hey family, we was diving deep on part 1, man. People was bringing out some stuff and sharing their experiences with the so-called social media and technology in general. They say I'm excited for part 2. I got a couple of clips I want to show you all. I got some examples of the effects of how social media pretty much has been influencing our society. I just want to have this conversation, family. Is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? Hey, man. Y'all already know, before we get into it, man, gotta set the vibes off right. God West is in the building. Shalom, God West. Let's get it. Let's get it. So if y'all haven't already, man, just go ahead, hit that like button. Hey, click that share button. You never know, man. Somebody might see this topic and be like, man, I need to tap in. What they over there talking about? The unspoken effects of social media. Hey, it's a topic to be had, especially when we're moving, it seems like every day, more and more aligned with becoming a society that's more integrated with technology and social media itself. So let's talk about what it really is. Let's talk about the side effects that comes after being a society that's engulfed with social media. But before we even get into it, family, let me go ahead and get the vibe set off right. Man, y'all know how we like to do over here on this channel. Hey, if y'all haven't already, go ahead, get y'all water. Go and get y'all pen, y'all paper, y'all notepad, because hey, we definitely gonna be chopping in and diving deep into this discussion, man. We're gonna have some nits and bits here where we can learn from and grow. Hey, just trying to get my mind right out here. Y'all already know how it go, family. Let's get it.
Had to get my mind right. It's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art. That's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right. It's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art. That's why I shine bright. Blue tint sit in my shades to keep the sun out my face. Cut the lights back to the fade. Fasting for 5 days. Water healing my soul. Y'all healing my mind. Praying in a secret place. Total isolation. Deleted Instagram and Facebook out my phone to avoid temptation. Focused on something greater than myself. At 20 years old, I had my first ego death. Life is precious. Important lessons I've learned made me appreciate every day I flows through my lungs, never taking it for granted. I just take accountability for all my actions. No need for excuses, they useless like bad relationships. I'm building from the foundation, creating a blueprint. Time never waits on man, tomorrow not promised. Invest in myself until I'm able to sell stocks and shares. No limitation on how far greatness can go. Y'all provide the vision, now my pen leak gold. Discipline is principle, change the way that I eat. Work out at least 4 days a week. Studying to show myself approved through scripture I read. Still praise his name, I'm not in his sanctuary. No disrespect, I speak from the purest intent. Still remember the day I was baptized in my sins. Now I'm able to proclaim that I'm alive again. If I didn't get my mind right, I'd probably be dead or in jail. Had to get my mind right, it's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right, it's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright.
I'm counting all of my blessings, thank you for the lessons. Come in peace, ain't no stressing. In the spirit they wrestling, all of the trials be testing. I'm subscribed to the best end, I keep rising like Levin. My Father from heaven, shining bright, ain't no question. On the journey we questing, great salvation requesting. Carved in stone, we etched in. Abba Yah, I be flexing. We gon' grind and we shine. The pressure turns to diamond. Yeah, mix and matching my own designer. You see, there ain't nothing prior. Creating art that inspire. There is no greater feeling. Elevate us, a new story. We got, there's not a ceiling. Foundations built everlasting. The truth is always refilling. Had to get my mental aligned with my spirit. It's essential, maximizing potential. Shine your light, influential. It is consequential. I send my praise to the top, then grace and mercy rain down. I keep my head up, don't stop. Went through the flow, we don't drown. And now we the talk of the town. Growing up like being salt. The faith, mustered the strength, persevering in patience with hope I pray, to stay on this road, the narrow way, line upon line, overcoming triumphantly, favored in good cheer, a peace of mind, here goes a peace of mind, keep my thoughts intertwined, with the most high I'll be fine, bring insight to the blind, had to get my mind right.
Get my mind right, it's not about the limelight, did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright.
Had to get my mind right, it's not about the limelight, did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright.
You feel me? Hey, that track right there, mind right. Shout out to my brother Dion Grace. Hey, hit him up. I was like, I need that track, man. I need to hop on that track with you. And let's just say, one of the unspoken effects of social media is being able to connect and network. Hey, I'm here to have that conversation. Say I've been able to use social media as a tool. But truthfully, what is it? Let me vibe with y'all a little bit more, man, and then we're gonna get in tune with the discussion at hand, family. Let me know also in the chat if everything is coming through pretty clear. Man, I know that the last stream I did, I was going through it again, part 1. We was just having some real streaming difficulty. So if you guys could in the chat, let me know how we're streaming today. If everything is coming through clear, if the audio is coming through clear, if the time is okay, man, I definitely appreciate it, man. That live was probably about an hour and some change, man, where I didn't even know how pretty much bad that quality was. But hey, we growing, man. We growing. I say we gonna get to it. I got a couple more vibes, family. Then we gonna open up the lines, man, and communicate on this subject matter at hand. So let me get to it. I just want to have this conversation, family. Let's do it. Yeah. What?
Too many doctrines of the spell, none of the feelings, love and hope. When looking through the people, consider the scene of the whole scope. And as I sit back, ponder and recollect, I feel the pain of the yoke around our neck. When we speak up, they call it disrespect. So am I reaching when I say it's hate they teaching? Idle minds off the MJ they bleaching. No slaves on salary leeching. Pray to the Most High, I'm seeking restitution. Retribution, a solution, an institution where truth is on a distribution. A constitution, no more polluting the minds of the youth through the poisonous booth. What are they selling? Not irony or headlines, fake news. Extra, no need to read about it. Report adjustments clouded, fixated with demise in the nation. Administered annihilation. Propaganda perpetuated, situation stimulated, consciousness is concentrated, using music as a tool, convey a message, conversation.
You feel me? Can we have this conversation at hand? They say when I create content, brothers and sisters, just know that it's to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate, to have a conversation, to engage. And I say that because I want you guys to really tap into the vibes as we get along and had this discussion at hand. Know that I play the vibes, family, and it go hand in hand with the message. They say that getting your mind right. And when you have a conversation, and when you get on social media, right? And to say that you're having a conversation on social media, what do you think is going to be the after effects of someone who does not have their mind right and then they're having conversations on social media? Does it become a tool to connect, to network? Or does it become some sort of weapon that this person can use and utilize to discourage, to spread hate? I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying. But all right, cool. Everybody saying everything coming through loud and clear. You good? Steve Bless in the building. Brother Xavier in the building. What it do? What it do? Man, as I said, family, I'm going to open up the lines. I pretty much want to tap in with the brothers and the sisters, man, and have this conversation. I got a couple of more insights. I got a couple of more pretty much some content I want to bring out on this topic, some effects of social media and what it has done within our society and certain behaviors that are taking place right now. And first and foremost, let's just start off with the question at hand. What is social media? That's how we started off the last stream. That's how we started off part one. I want to make sure that everybody's still on the same page, man. I know that people could get new information and change up their scope of how they view things. So just to be able to be on the same page right now, man, I want to understand where we at right now as describing what social media is. And also, I'll put that link in the chat. The panel is open for my brothers, sisters that may want to hop on and spread their insights on this topic. Bet it up. Brother Xavier said, we here hot. Let's hear from all angles, family. Bet. All right. So what is social media? Let's refresh. Let's get back into the scope of having this comprehension of what we're talking about here. So if my brothers, if my sisters can add their insight in, hey, it'd be much appreciated. If not, y'all already know, man. I got it in the back scenes just ready to pull out, man. So we're gonna talk about it. And like I said, man, that link is open. So if a brother or if a sister do want to hop on and build with me on this subject matter, hey, let's do it. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. After my fair amount of research, I've been able to conduct a considerable amount of information on this so-called concept of social media. And as you guys can see here, definition on the screen, social media are interactive technologies that facilitate the creation, sharing, and aggregation of content, ideas, interests, and other forms of expressions. So what did I even say? What did that even mean? So when you hear someone say social media, do you look at it as a technology? Do you look at it as someone sharing an idea with you? Someone literally sharing an expression of, we can say, artwork, an expression of an opinion, an expression of interest, an expression of their idea of content? So that pretty much falls under the guise of social media. And that's kind of pretty much how I look at it. I mean, if there's any other interpretations, go ahead. I would love to hear your insights and your opinion on it. But as far as this definition goes, I feel like it hits it pretty much on the head. King Connect in the building. What's good? Ak, what's good? But you already know, man. Teach their own. Everybody got their own vision of how they view things. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going, man. Wait, hold on. We got a brother in the back scene. My brother, man, gonna come in and add on to the insight of the conversation at hand. Everybody give a warm welcome for my brother Xavier, man. What it do, Ak? What it do?
Shalom.
Shalom, family.
How you doing, Ak?
Man, blessed, man, blessed. You already know, striving out here. What's the word?
Not much. I just really got to eat for real.
Hey, got to. It's about that time, man. It's about that time.
Nah.
Man, so what brings you to the conversation, man? What's going on? You at the table, man. You see the discussion at hand. What's your insights?
So you talking about social media, so you know what I'm saying? Social media. So wait, what was the question again? I could break it down for one more time.
Now, pretty much the first question at hand, I'm asking people, what is social media? So if you can respond and have your own input of what you believe social media is, hey, I would love to hear your insight.
I mean, social media, man, how could I really explain this? Because there's really it's no exact definition of what social media is, but what social media is used for. You know what I'm saying? It could, I'm gonna just say it like this, it could be either used for good or for bad, you know, or it could be used to motivate, or it could be used to, you know what I'm saying, to, what's the word I'm looking for? It could be used to inspire, or it can be used to bring down other people and push negativity. You know what I'm saying? It's really no exact definition of social media. It's just really how you use it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, iron sharpens iron, so I bring a little bit and you feed off, and, you know, we go back and forth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's really hard. It's really hard to explain it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, especially how everything is now.
So what you think about the definition that, you know, a brother then pulled out over here as far as social media being technology of sharing content, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression?
Media. Read it one more time for me.
It says social media are technologies to facilitate the creation and share content, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression.
Mm-hmm. Those some big words. Gonna hold your eyes. So, man, I ain't gonna lie. I really wasn't prepared. I just hopped on just to talk.
Talking about I just got done eating. No, it's all good. And so, honestly, I'm just bringing this out because this is how they describe it. You feel me? In layman's terms, what I pretty much view it as is obviously people communicating.
Right.
I mean, when you tapped in on the first episode where we were talking about social media, you pretty much said it's a tool that can be used to motivate or discourage. I'm like, man, hey, pretty much that's what content or artwork or ideas, I mean, that's the overall effect of them. So when you really broke it down like that, I'm like, okay, all right, the brother Xavier on or something, you feel me? When I do part 2, I'm definitely have to tap in with him, because I get what you was pointing at right there. And so that was, once again, having that conversation to get an overall comprehension, because not everybody views it the same, but obviously, hey, this is how they view it, And so here we go, just breaking it down even more. They got it on a point where they got a purpose for it, the importance of it. Hold on. Here go the simple definition. It says social media is a collective term for websites and applications that focus on communication, community-based input, interaction, content sharing, and collaboration. People use social media to stay in touch and interact with friends, family, and various communities.
Like, it's been like, for me, it's really been put drama and East Asia dealing with the music industry and all that. Really, social media nowadays, especially with the content that people follow, because it's all about what you follow to and what you pay attention to as well. But lately, usually I follow no positive content, but it's now what's being promoted is just a lot of negativity and a lot of drama, and that can affect people really a lot mentally, because like our eyes and everything is a portal. So when we're putting that in us, then that's what we're gonna be projecting as well.
Big con. Facts. And this conversation here, just for people to know, as we move forward, I'm going to be bringing out some content. And this is just to spread awareness. I just want to be able to say, hey, do y'all see this? And being able to comprehend the overall effects. Because as I was stating in the last video, we're pretty much in the testing trials. We don't know the long-term lasting effects of social media. We're still, what they say, collecting data to determine what's going to really be the outcome of everybody waking up every day and connecting into these so-called, what do they even call them, man? I mean, I guess social media, but like family apps or community apps, community applications.
Say that.
Because when you really think about it, it's more than social media as you look at this definition, and as you look at, let's see what they talk about with the purpose. Because that's one thing I want to really hit on as well. What do people use social media for? And so it's a platform where you can share your knowledge and gain credibility in your chosen fields or specialists or what you specialize in. So you tell me that they created social media so that people can show off their talents, their insights, their abilities. When I look at Instagram, I could see a lot of creators who, like myself, make fashion. So you're using that to share your art, share your insights, share your knowledge on how you make your fashion, and also, inspire people. But on the flip end, you got people who use social media to share their body. And it's like, what you think about that?
When it comes to women doing that, the modern woman promoting their body on social media, and that's what they're projecting. What I really noticed about that lately too is that, when I'm out in certain areas and certain places, and women would be offended when certain men come towards them a certain way, you know, and they would be offended how they approach them. But it's like when the way that you putting yourself out there on social media, you're giving that energy. You're giving that's what you want. So you know, you get back what you put out. Whatever you put out, that's what you would get back. And you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Is like nowadays when it comes to social media and with people, you have to take accountability and realize that this is what you're doing. Because man, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I would it was just right there. But yeah, like with a lot of people, like these women promoting their body, all these guys pushing forth this certain energy when it comes to this drill music and stuff like that. Well, you live by the gun, you die by the gun, or the Bible says you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So you can't blame nobody but yourself. Whatever you like I said, whatever you put out, that's what you're gonna get back. You know, but yeah, that's my little take on it. You know.
Facts. And to say that social media gives you that platform to put out anything without any restrictions, especially this day and age, man.
Then
And
my bad, go on.
no, you good? No, what was you about to say?
Then what was I gonna say? A lot of women would say that they want they want a husband, they want a good man, or et cetera, et cetera. And then there's a lot of brothers that I've been having a lot of brothers, young brothers that have been asking me, why she do that, why she does this, why she does that. I thought she was the one, and I tell the brother, look at her social media, look what she's promoting, and she'll go to her social media, she be dressed in a certain way, showing her body a certain way, and I'm like, brother, that's a bad tree. That's why when we dealing with people, regardless, you know a tree by its fruit. So you want to see what is it that they're doing, they're promoting, and that'll show you everything. But let's see, a lot of people don't have discernment, so sometimes they need that sharpening to help them understand that this person may be right or this person may be wrong. So that's why when it comes to social media, when it comes to life in general, people need to be seeking out for a higher power to have some kind of guidance in their life, because if they don't have that, then anything can happen to them. The devil can just destroy them and just rule over them if they don't have no kind of guidance in their life.
Hey, that could become a NPC out here, man.
But it's what brother King Kenneth said in the song. He said, "I'm trying to be the man, not an NPC." I felt that.
Hey. So I segueing into our next kind of bullet point in the conversation. One of the effects of social media that I see out here has been embodying this spirit or manifestation of being a so-called NPC. Can you elaborate on that? Cause I mean, I be on social media as far as here and there, but like, I'm a little older. I don't really understand it, man. You feel me? You make, we got a little bit of age difference. We be on game. What's going on here, man?
Could you look up the definition of what an NPC is? Because people do say it, I don't really necessarily know what is an NPC as well.
You want me to look it up right now?
Yeah, if you can, or if you.
Oh no, I got you, man. Say less, bro. Yeah, no, we. Hey, I'm learning. We learning. So I'm seeing right here. Let me bring it up on the screen. Cause this stuff been funny, man. I'll be like, would this even have taken place if so-called social media wasn't real? Like, would there be people who are trying to perform or be so-called influencers being an NPC? But let's bring it up. Definition of NPC. I got you right here.
All right.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me know. I'll read it. It says an NPC is an abbreviation for non-playable character, which is a term used to describe a character in a game that is not controlled by the player. The term originated in traditional tabletop role playing games, where it refers to characters controlled by the referee or game master rather than another player. In video games, the term is used to describe characters controlled by the game's artificial intelligence. It's controlled by the game's artificial intelligence.
I had just made a video today about this really goes hand in hand with it, man. All praise to the Most High. It really goes hand with it because I was saying in the video how when everybody knows the story about when Satan was in heaven and the Most High kicked him out and some of the angels, and when Satan came on the earth, he became the God. He's the God of this world. So what I was saying was that when people are just living in willful sin over and over, they're literally opening doors for demonic spirits in their life, and it would come to a point where they would end up being reprobated because they don't want the knowledge of the truth. They would end up being reprobated, and then that can lead them to becoming an NPC with them not even being able to control their own. They're literally being controlled by a demonic spirit, and it's no longer, they're only just fleshly driven. They no longer even have really a spirit, So when it comes to being an NPC, it's like you aren't it's just, you're not yourself anymore, and that demon that you've been feeding for periods and periods of time will start to manifest through you. That's why, as us being brothers in truth, and we strive for righteousness, us shining when we're out in society. Most people are really NPCs. Most people, like, even when I'm at environments, I'm doing my daily works, everything I'm doing. Most people are just like smoking, like Brother Later. I've been seeing people walk around like zombies, like they just always high. Just it just, you can just see it, and it's like it's no longer that person. And it gets to a point, brother, where when we get to a certain level, and the Most High rises up, it's like we can see that people aren't who they. It's like what I've noticed, right? The longer I've been on this path, the more I've been doing, striving. The people that I knew before, I can literally see that they're not themselves anymore. That they're literally NPCs, and it kind of gets to a point where you like, dang, they're really like there's just no hope for them, So it's just sometimes it's hard to kind of accept that, but that even comes with because that's what social media pushes. They push flesh and just flesh lust and just sin. That's what they push. So when people are feeding into that kind of energy, and that's what everything being projected, most people out here are just empty vessels used by demonic spirits. Like lately, I've been on that spiritual stuff, fam. Like I've been on that. Like they go to social media too. I've been on that spiritual stuff, fam.
Hey, y'all willing, man. You got enough time with me to break it down because I got some stuff I want to bring out, and I say,
I got time.
hey, I just want another brother to be able to add his insights, man, and say, hey, you see what I see. And I got another definition here as far as the NPC goes. This one, I guess, is more aligned with the social media aspect. And just to get everybody up the topic of what we're on right now, we're pretty much speaking on the effects of social media, and we're in the subcategory of people turning into these so-called NPCs based off of getting what is it? What do you get from being an NPC? Like, why do people do that?
I would say most people really enjoy being NPCs because, for one, a lot of people they just can't accept the fact that a lot of people can't be home, can't be alone. It's some classes that I attend through probation and stuff like that. From things that I've done before, and it's people that are in the class with me that tells me that's because we're like all in the class. We talk about everything that we struggle with, and it's brothers that tell me that they just can't be alone. Like they hate being by themselves. So when it comes to people being NPCs, they accept it because they just can't accept the fact that they can't be alone, and they can't just not be hated by the world. It's like nowadays, the days we're living in, people have to be clicked up with other people. People have to be around other people, and it's like when you you may be a certain group, right, that may be coming against you. You know, you being what's the word you're being gang stalked, or you just being attacked by a group of certain people. When that one person, there may be one of them out of the group that they're by themselves, they can't just come at you how they want to, because they have to feed off of the other people that they're around. So with people just being NPCs, it's like they love the fact that they're accepted by other people in the world, because they just can't be alone. And when they are alone, they have no other choice but to face themselves, to face everything they're going through. And it's like, when they are by themselves, right, the Most High, He's literally like showing them, and they're literally having to face themselves, and they don't want to do that. So they surround themselves around other people, so they won't have to accept reality, accept the truth, the fact that they know that they're not living right. You know, that broke it down.
Hey, you didn't, bro, and that's why I love having these conversations, because it brings me into a whole new insight. And hey, that's a whole nother angle I'm looking at it now, man. Like, people literally can't be alone, so they're gonna do anything on these social media apps to be a part of some community, to fit in, to get likes. So, bro, that, hey. And I see we got Brother Leon, the servant, in the building. Shalom, family. Shalom, man. What it do? Let's go ahead and bring up this definition of the NPC trend. So it says here, let me get to that. It says here, the NPC trend, or NPC streaming, is an online phenomenon. So one of the effects of social media is a phenomenon that happens online, where these so-called TikTok users, they act as the non-playable characters, which we learn that the NPCs are pretty much robotic, non-playable characters that are controlled by AI in video games, and people pay for them to do it. So NPCs are background characters with repetitive movements and sayings, and no storylines. I'm sorry, bro. Like, this makes me laugh, but in not even like a funny way, because it's like, who want to represent that, man? It's like, there's this, it's a disease, or it's this mental illness. It's called rigidity. It's pretty much where someone performs these repetitive movements or orientations where they literally have to do it. Like, even if you try to stop them from doing it, you're not gonna stop them from doing it. You know, like walking around a room 3 times before leaving type situation. So you if you get what I'm talking about, man,
Yeah.
like that. Honestly, if they didn't want to do it, would they not do it? I mean, who would want their body to be stuck in a repetitive movement as such? But to say you have people online who do it willingly, or to say people do it because people pay them to do it, one of the effects of social media, if you ask me.
Most of the time when people like are like you said they do it. It's like when they try to stop doing it, they can't stop doing it, and it's because, like, when people build up certain strongholds, so they just feed into certain things for long periods of time, when they try to stop doing it, that thing fights them back, and they're just afraid. You know, they're afraid to fight it back. So they conform. Remember that lie we did when we talking about conforming to the world. They conform to it, and they just feed it. They just feed into it all now, but they don't even know in the end that they're leading themselves to death. Because, and then most people out. The crazy thing is, you know how everybody has a purpose in life. Some people's purpose in life is to just do that, or
Be an NPC.
that.
Hey, that's what they was in the game for, man. They was written in by the game master.
It's sad to know that for them, but you know, some people just got the Most High. He has a plan for everything, so you can't question that. I mean, His will has to be done no matter what happens, though.
Most deaf.
I mean, all right, man. Look, man, but I can't be the NPC. I can't. I can't.
Man, hey, we gonna look at some videos. I'm going ahead and bring them out, man, and to
Get out.
say, hey, this is one of the effects of social media where people engage in the act of becoming an NPC. And I was looking at social media the other day, and I seen this brother, somebody that looks like me in the diaspora of me using so-called social media. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but he does like Spider-Man content. So yeah, let's take a look at this, man. Let's take a look at what we see here, and I just want you guys' feedback on this. So let me go ahead and bring this video up. In the context of the video, I'm guessing the guy wasn't getting support, or he was doing his thing as far as the NPC, whatever how it goes, man. I don't know. Like I'm so confused, but at the same time I want to know more just to be able to like figure something out here. But it's just obviously let me just get to the video, man. So here you go. It says the title of the video: NPC Miles Morales broke character and got mad at his viewers for not sending gifts or liking. Fair use using this video for commentary, edification, and transformative purposes. So let's get to it. See what's going on here with bro NPC Miles Morales.
There's 11,000 people in here. There's 11,000 fucking people in here. And you guys are not tapping the screen, okay? Make sure that you're tapping the screen. There's 11,000 people in here. There's 11,000 fucking people in here, okay? Tap the goddamn screen, okay? Tap the goddamn screen. Okay, you see this button right here? Press the fucking button, okay? Press the fucking button. Thanks to follow. So you guys are amazing.
What you think, man? What's going on in your mind, man?
See, I could understand why. He frustrated because people would seek so much validation. They be wanting so much validation, and they want to be so accepted through the social media stuff, man. That it does frustrate people. It does get people, very overwhelmed when things are not going their way, and it's because that they're putting so much in this world that's slowly passing away, and they're not trying to, to find something deeper within themselves. They social media and TikTok and all this other crap is just a bunch of distractions, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, I'm wondering. I'm like, hold on. Why you on social media talking about this to the people, bro?
He was like, play it one time.
Jeez.
There's 11,000 people in here. There's 11,000 fucking people in here. You guys are not tapping the screen, okay? Make sure that you're tapping the screen. There's 11,000 people.
So is this what social media? Is this how people behave on social media? Is this one of the outcomes of someone creating content on social media? You're getting what can I say? Like happy or like deprived, or I don't know. How are you deprived of something that's not even real? Or that's not even tangible.
Jeez. Oh, my bad.
No, you good, man.
I feel bad for real, man, because most people that are maybe watching them may be just robots. They're just watching, and I don't know, man. People got to stop putting their trust in this world, man. So, finish playing.
Hey, you hit on something very deep. and they could possibly be just robots, where he thinking that they real people watching, but nah, it's just somebody manipulating the number to get you to behave a certain way because you think you got 10,000 people watching you, and so they over here sending messages. Whole time is artificial intelligence over here typing these messages to you, like
God.
the unspoken effects of social media. Got this man's ready to ready to throw his phone on the ground because nobody liking it. Whole time it's just robots in the cloud watching him.
Hold on a second.
Man, but family,
People in here. There's
what do you
11,000
see?
fucking people in here, okay? Tap the goddamn screen, okay? Tap the goddamn screen. Okay, you see this button right here? Press the fucking button, okay? Press the fucking button. Thanks to follow. You guys are amazing.
Man, go press that button for the boy, man.
The crazy thing is, when he started like crash shot, he went right back there. He was like, sorry.
Went right back into scene. Like, hold on, dude, you got a whole job out here, and you you broke the service, man. So nah, y'all thought we was done. I got another video. I got a couple more, man. You good, man? How you feeling, bro?
Hey man, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man. One day at a time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I got some more content that I seen on the streams over here that I want to be able to get some reactions to and some conversations up out of you. If you cool with that, man.
You bring it out.
I bet.
I'm rocking.
So this is concerning the same, I guess. Do you call him an NPC or do you call him a content creator? I don't know at this point.
They could be both. They could be both, but there probably be content. The creation of that content, it could be pushing NPC content at the same time. You know?
Okay, because I don't want to discriminate or call somebody out of their the wrong term or whatever, man. These social media platforms are highly sensitive these days, man. Well, let's get to it, man. This is called, the title of this video, Why This NPC TikToker End Up in the Hospital. And once again, family, we're talking about the unspoken effects of social media. Why did this NPC TikToker end up in the hospital? Was it because he was yelling at people on his so-called TikTok live stream? And hey, you was just talking about earlier in the stream how it's like, if you put out something, how you expect not to get that back? So is it just content nowadays?
It's really people reaping what they're sowing too. That's what it's really coming down to. Like, people don't understand how serious times are that we're living in. Really, you got to be very careful what you do, what you project, because it'll come back fast. We're in the last days. Of course, you know that. We know what's going on.
Yes, let's go ahead and get to the video. Fair use. Using the video for educational, edification purposes. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Content creation is putting creators in the hospital. Oh my gosh. Today, we are talking about the creator known as Leaks World, who is an NPC live streamer on TikTok who portrays Miles Morales, Spider-Man. So you may be asking, what is an NPC live streamer? Well, it's someone who portrays a character and they kind of just say the same stuff over and over again, prompted by people like giving like small donations and things like that.
There we go. So we got the definition of what an NPC is. As far as the social media, they say things over and over again and people pay them for that.
Like a robot.
Yeah.
So this is the same brother that ended up on the video. He ended up in the hospital.
Pretty much. I mean, I seen the thumbnail, seen the video, and they talking about that's what's happening.
Wow. Let's get it. Let's see what happens.
Yes, sir.
One popular one that you may have seen that came through earlier was known as Pinky Doll.
Ice cream so good, gang gang, gang gang.
Oh yeah, we Alright. We gonna have to talk about that one too, man. We gonna have to talk about this one too.
Caught me off guard.
Ice cream so good, yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good, ice cream so good, hee haw, yes. The guy feel like a cowgirl. I'm ready to.
And look how they just looking. The dude on the bottom looking like, man. I'm glad that ain't my race of women. Nah. Hey.
It's mostly our people, fam. That's the crazy thing about it. You don't see no other race mostly doing this but our people. It is what it is.
Dude on the top laughing like, yeah. Social media. Social media.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
How do you feel about that, Dane?
Wow. I honestly, my honest opinion, I feel dumber. Is that real? People watch this?
Hey.
That's what I said too when I first noticed it. Eating the same thing over, and people just watching it like it's entertainment. And it's so crazy to me.
Hey, it is entertainment for some people. They just say they grown a platform, got support, got a community, to the point where you seen the man's in the stream in the video before. He's yelling because nobody was supporting him no more.
And I gotta make a living, but I would rather make a living by working a job or starting my own business than in front of a camera making myself look like a fool, doing the same thing over and over like this. And that's not gonna last forever. That is not promised. That money right there, that's not necessarily promised.
Man,
let's
speak on it, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's a thing people watch.
People love it, Dave. They freaking love it. It's super successful. Like Pinky Doll, she has like 1.7 million followers.
Oh my God.
People eat it up. Of course, she's an attractive lady. I'm sure that helps out quite a lot with their, yes,
Yeah.
slurping. And,
Right.
but sometimes they break character.
That was good. Lemonade, yes. Do you think? Hey, okay, stop it. Give it. Don't stop. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Go to your room. Non. Tu peux pas rester là tranquille. Tu dois vraiment faire tout ça. Pourquoi? Demande ça va dans ta chambre.
She breaks out the French on somebody. Someone's
Wow.
in trouble.
She's like, whoa, I'm NPC in here, okay?
Hold up.
Yeah, just a different type of content, man. A different type of situation, different type of people, different type of spirit you dealing with when you got these so-called content creators getting on and recreating non-playable characters. And this is the effect of social media, where you will have people sitting back laughing at you, saying that they feel dumber.
And that's 1.7 million followers. That's a lot of souls. That's a lot of souls. Like, just being led just to a whole nother way when it could be getting led somewhere else. People accept this type of behavior, but speaking the truth is demonized. That's how you know that. That's how you know that we're on the right side of history. That's how you know. People don't want to hear the truth, right? It's something that can lead them to something much greater than ourselves, but they rather sit and watch somebody repeat, talk about ice cream so good and
Yes. Hey.
It's crazy. This world is backwards. It's really backwards, man. Real.
Much in the same aspect, Leaks World has had a couple of trending videos. It's been a trending topic. I've seen it pop up, and Mary's, explain this to me.
So
She's
now
got
he's
me a
talking
whole
about
document over here that I
the
can read to.
Spider-Man
Super
dude.
handy. to where he breaks character and gets angry at viewers for not liking the live stream, or not giving a specific donation amount, or gives him the same thing over and over again. He gets tired of saying the same thing. Here's some clips.
These galaxies, man.
I think this is people just keep asking for the galaxy thing he's doing.
Get to 1 million likes, bro. Get to 1 million likes, bro. Get to 1 million likes, bro. I don't care if there's 1K motherfucking people in here, bro. Get to 1 million likes, bro.
Get to 1 million likes, man. Oh, watch out for these comments. There's some racist stuff in there. Hang on. Ooh. But yeah, I mean,
hey, and then that's the thing too. Got to watch out for these people commenting in your live chats. When you hop on social media, when you hop on these platforms where you're going live, it opens up these portals for people to come in, pretty much say whatever they want to. And like you were saying, your words can be motivating or discouraging. The people can come and affect your mood by commenting in your live chat. And as we see with this brother over here and this whole Spider-Man get up, hey, he wasn't prepared for people and his behavior being affected by pretty much what people weren't doing. I mean, at some point in time, I'm pretty sure he looks at his comments, and you know, I'm starting to see some of the content out there where he's like getting backlash and people walking by him saying, hey, you're a weirdo and stuff like that. So it's like, these are real-time effects that are happening, which, hey, this video is called How'd He End Up in the Hospital? Like, come on now.
Kinda. It's just, man, I feel bad for these people. I'm not even gonna lie. You could tell, like, just they so deep in, they don't even know, like, they just don't even know the things that are gonna come, man. They're putting their trust in their time, and time is money, man. Like, your time, you can't get your time back. And they wasting the time in this loop, you know, really under a strong delusion, and you could just tell, like, they're just lost. They're really lost, man. It's sad to see that a lot of our people they perish for lack of knowledge, for real. And, you know, there's nothing really we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we can do is sit up here and just talk about it, plant the seeds, and hope that, you know, the Most High, He'll work something in their life, man. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it more than we want it for them, you know. But, you know, man, I'm gonna let you get back to it.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and skip a little further in the video just so we can see kind of like the end scope of what they're getting at here. And I just really wanted to bring out the view of this, family. Just know that this is younger, possibly, he looks like he's about 18 to 24-ish.
And go on.
A male, black male. And then look who's doing this so-called review.
That's what I was gonna say. People of other nations laugh at us, and then that's why we're looked at the way that we're looked at now, because of what our people are projecting, what they're promoting, and they look at us like we're all the same. And then when some of us are, you know, becoming those kings and queens, they take it as a joke. They don't really take us seriously, but they don't take us seriously. I digress.
Hey.
Up in the ER, nothing like that. You gotta get a hold of some, like, somebody had to have done something.
That may be true. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. But anyway,
that's crazy.
Let me continue the story.
I try to find my way out of there, and I get approached by some people asking for my Instagram. Let me remind you, this is the worst time to come up to me and ask me questions. Last thing I remember is them fighting me over thinking that I'm gonna steal their phone when I'm just trying to put in my Insta.
Oh, okay. I thought the story was gonna go that he just passed out because he got roofied or something.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So he got hammered, and they thought he was trying to steal he's trying to steal.
So you can already see the picture that they paint, where obviously they're saying, hey, he's some type of cat that be around that environment where, oh, it's expected.
And it really could have just been like whoever those guys were that jumped on him for quote unquote thinking that he was gonna steal their phone. They probably just was trying to get clout because they know that he has a social media, a big social media platform. So they took it on their hands to jump on this guy to get some clout, and these guys, they just eat it up. And, they laugh at this kind of stuff because black people were looked at as the hooligans, the have-nots. It's funny, but at the same time, it's like, it's not funny, because it's like, it's got to get to a point where we gotta be taken serious, man. We gotta stand up for something. We gotta stand up for righteousness' sake. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And they just laugh at us. They just laugh at us. They just look at, oh, this is normal. They laugh at us, But the first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Amen.
Man.
I got one more example, one more cause and effect I want to bring out on the side of social media and it having this effect on the youth, as far as people that look like myself, man. And I've been seeing another brother by the name of I Show Speed.
Yeah.
And just seeing some of his content too, man. I'm just like, is this the effect of what social media has gotten us to behave like and support?
Bring it out.
Once again, fair use, using the video for edification and informational properties.
iShowSpeed could be the fastest growing YouTube streamer in history. He is now sitting at over 4 million subscribers, and just 1 year ago he had 10,000. The 17-year-old Cincinnati, Ohio native has dominated the platform, even at one point gaining 1 million subscribers in about 6 days. He has...
So when you talk about subscribers, or when you talk about so-called these people getting support, do you think in the consideration of this is a way that this person is sharing their ideas, their so-called art, and not only that, but influence? So this person, this young gentleman, I Show Speed, is influencing millions of people rapidly. How? Social media. Why? People support his content. He does trendy things. I really don't know what he do. I seen a couple of videos and I'm just like, what is this?
He really promotes, like, the things that he promotes is really just pointless. Like most streamers, like even the other streamer, Connect, is just really the stuff that they promote. It's really just it's really pointless. But how I see it, the reason, and I'm not knocking the brother for reaching what he's reached, and more power to him. But really, honestly, the brother sold out. If you're not doing things according to the Most High, and eventually, you can get millions of subscribers if it's His will. Look at Mark the Messenger. Mark the Messenger reached a big platform just by promoting, righteous content. But if you're not doing things accordingly that way, man, you sold out one way or another. It's you did something. If you don't have Jesus, you sold out somehow, man. But I digress. You can go on. That King Connect here. What's up, King Connect?
Yes,
Shalom.
King Connect in the building. Shalom, Ak.
Shalom, y'all can hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. It's no echo or anything, is it?
No, you good, man.
All right. Well, yeah. From just want to tap in the conversation. Add to it a little bit. And the funny thing is about all this is that this system, this social media is all, especially when it comes to a demographic of our people, it promotes a whole bunch of dysfunction and idiocracy. and that's what that's the big agenda that's being pushed: vanity and idiocracy. You know, have y'all watched that movie?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but that's literally how they want human beings to be, so that they can have them in the mindset of control. So they can create more reprobates. And we got to understand that the people who are in a position of power, they are trying to set things up to be, because ultimately their influence is of the adversary.
Mm.
There's a reason why them doing evil and them being, promoting wickedness keeps them at the top of the brackets of wealth, and all these things that people will claim to be, all these things that people desire: power, money. you know there's a reason why they're at the top by doing what they're doing. It's promoting a whole bunch of wickedness, perversion, confusion, dysfunction. even like with even like with that brother there, like, it don't really be nothing that he add that he can, I mean, from his content, even like seeing like my brothers and other people watch his content, is like he's not adding nothing of stature to your life. He'll teach your kids how to bark like a dog before you teach your kid, something that's edifying, something that has wisdom. And
Hmm.
it's crazy, and it's deep. It's a lot of things that I see a lot of children watch, and a lot of children be influenced by, that I wouldn't dare let my children see. That, because I see the impact and the influence that these characters are having on your children. See, they playing the character, but when your children watching it and they taking it in, they think it's real. They think that's how life is supposed to be. They think it's cool. It's just accepted, and it all be feel good. It's all feel good. You know, Even like if you watch this brother, man, it'd be a whole bunch of random confusion and perversion, man. And that's, all that involves is demons, man. So I was about to just say, so yeah, and that's all it is, man. And when you think of NPCs, it's like I go back, I think of the Matrix, People are connected with this system. So, they the ones that are helping to make the fabrication, helping to solidify the image of a system that's fabricated. Just like, when they in the Matrix, they in the city, you look everything, you may think the food real, the streets real, the cars real, the buildings. But in reality, you in a computer, you in the Matrix. And while you're being an NPC, helping promote the image of this fabrication, you got Agent Smith going around possessing the NPCs.
Mm.
Possessing the people that don't have, that self control, that don't really have that light in them to actually,
minds.
that purpose. So you being an NPC, you got Agent Smith. Whenever he see that somebody who's not part of the system, somebody who is a playable character, somebody who is making the glitch in the system, then Agent Smith gonna possess that NPC, be like, hold up, I gotta stop this, I gotta eliminate this threat so we can keep this facade of a system. And that's how the world is. Agent Smith, that's the demons. The same way that Agent Smith will go around and possess people, that's the same way that he does in this real life. And there be those same people that we see they have no purpose, they have no direction, you know, in life, who are not guided by the Most High, who are not guided by truth and even logic, even simple logic. Those are the same people who are being willingful vessels of demons. It don't matter who they are. It could be your grandma, your mama, you know, a child. Once that demon sees that you are trying to make a difference in this world, you know, that you are trying to actually live with a purpose. Once they see the light in you, they gonna send them demons your way, and they could come in any shape or form. That's why it's important to have your circle, you know, filled with people of truth, filled with people who have logic and understanding.
Facts.
You know, that's why it's important that we watch what we take in and who we're watching, and you know, that substance. Because even like watching a lot of that stuff, man, or even like being on social media, and if it's not anything edifying, or you know, it can drain your mind. Literally, it can drain your energy. Sometimes I watch the stuff, or you know, it can be, you can scroll through, you know, the social media, and you see so much stuff. It's like, wow, I need to get off this junk. I need to get off and read or something, because I feel like,
refresh, man.
yeah, I feel drained. And really, that just because it be wickedness, it be evil, it be demons, and you have to detach from this world. You know, it literally can drain the life out of you. The way you're just like a soulless person scrolling through social media, and you know what I mean. It can affect you that way, and that's how a lot of people are. That's the main goal of what they push on social media, keeping you loving vanity, you know, preventing you from having true direction. But when you got brothers that are actually speaking truth, speaking about direction, speaking about the Most High, speaking about purpose, promoting logic, those are the people who get demonized and, you know, demonetized for speaking the mind and shadow banned and all type of stuff.
They don't get a million subscribers overnight.
Not easy. Not easy. You're right. You're right about that. It's not easy. But that's just like the Bible not lying when they say that Satan is the god of this world. And that just lets you know, like I said, when people that got that so-called position of power, people who own Disney and people who own all these platforms, and you know what I mean, those are the people who are doing the will of their God, which is Satan. That's why it's so bad. And that's why it's important that we watch what we take in, what our children take in, because it's important. It's literally a war. Everybody in this war, and most people don't know that they're in it. You know, for the bar, how did it go? I said, it's basically, I can't think about it right off my mind, but basically it talks about how we're in a war and most people be spiritual casualties. You know, most people don't understand that the fight, man. And if you don't know you're in a war, you just gonna, you know what I mean? How you gonna prepare to fight? How are you gonna fight? If you don't know the enemy, how are you gonna fight? And yeah, man, it's important.
And this is why I'm having this conversation at hand, to bring some awareness and some conscious conversation to the effects of social media, and to say, hey, I'm glad that my two brothers was able to hop on and kind of share some insights, because it's like, what are we looking at when we look at these so-called content creators? And as we was talking about the other brother, you know, the Spider-Man brother, and now even this brother, the ISO Speed, these are videos where other diasporas of individuals are reacting to it. And to say, family, for us to be so-called written of and being the people that are so heavily esteemed in this world, the reviews and the things that we do on this so-called social media and seeing other brothers review us, I don't think it's as positive as it should be.
Yep. It's definitely. I mean, that's the goal of it. Is to damage our image. You know, they don't want masculine, true-filled, man of our stature to be an example of our people. They want they want NPCs and people that they want men that do effeminate dances and bark like dogs. You know, I'm telling you, man, I've seen some stuff, man, and like it'll be like I'll see my brother or somebody. It could be a cousin or even like a random kid watch like TikTok or something, and they'll come across a clip of something, or even that brother that was just on. It's like he'll be doing some crazy stuff, man. Like I keep mentioning, like barking like a dog or doing some stupid stuff, man. And be like, man, why are you watching that?
Exactly
like,
what you see. My bad. You over there laughing like you done seen something, man.
You said bar like.
But bro. Have y'all seen that?
Hey, we about to get to it right now, man.
Hey,
I should see when he was barking like a dog.
That's like his that's
his
like
signature.
one. Yeah, that's his signature, like legit. That's what it is.
You know the other guy that's a YouTube streamer. His name is Aiden Ross, the white guy.
Yeah.
It was a video of I Show Speed, Aiden Ross, and another guy, and they had this girl, but I think it was a dude that was a girl. It was some funny thing going on, man. You know, I think I Show Speed had kind of like went out. That's how up, but it was a video about that. But I digress. I'll be going.
Hey.
Yeah.
The effects of
Has
social
built some
media.
sort of a toxic and high-stress community that at times can push him to his limits, but this may not be all his fault. I mean, after all, live streaming in general can attract some of the worst viewers, pushing streamers to lash out and react in ways that don't represent them very well. When it comes to speed, the line between what's real and what isn't is so paper thin that sometimes it feels like you're not even watching a real person, but rather someone playing a character. Speed's
Sheesh. Now the Broden already said about 6 or 7 bullet points already, where I just want to highlight the biggest one. He's viewing this person and he's technically like, yeah, this ain't even real. Like, how can this be a real person? He's doing all of this stuff and it's unfathomable. Like what Brother King Connect was talking about, he's barking. Like, if you see that in real time, if you see that in reality, is this a person that you're going to want to be like, hey, I support you. I'll become a subscriber to your content.
Hey, man. Have you seen it was the scripture. Throughout the scripture, you'll see how, like, when Christ was casting out demons and stuff and he was cleansing the sick, it would talk about certain men who had demons on them and how they would how can I explain it? How some of these men would do they would do like random things. Some of them have rage, some of them would, you know what I mean? Like they would do these like foaming at the mouth. It could be screaming and very violent and random things, you know what I mean? Something like some rabies type energy, you know?
No emotional control whatsoever.
Exactly. So when you look at these things happening today and like the examples that are set for us today when it comes to these random dramatic actions that these people take, it's the same thing. It's demons. If it's you know, we could say that these actions don't you know, represent these brothers or whatever, but at the end of the day, we are vessels of spirits, you know. And if you're playing a character, if you're allowing you to do something that you don't usually do, you're playing a so-called character, you're letting something take over you, right?
My
You know?
bad, brothers. I gotta ask y'all a question. Cause Kickack, you just said something real funny, man. You said how the I guess what you're playing doesn't represent you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask some brothers, man. Let me ask some real man. Say somebody hit you up in the back scenes and was like, "Hey, I want you to be, I want you to play a role in this movie. Here go 100 racks for this role. It's just a role in the movie, you know. Yeah, it don't really represent you, but hey, you just know it's gonna be a highly publicized scene. We might mess around and advertise it in our trailer, but they want you to play a dude who likes dudes. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey. on social media, somebody hits you up trying to do a skit, and Drewski say he'll slide you 100,000.
I ain't taking. I ain't taking it. I don't care.
Yeah. You know
it's
what?
Just a role. It's just a role.
Yeah, boy.
Shit.
Crazy.
Just a role. Don't. It's just a role, but while we on this earth, everybody's playing a role, right?
God.
We playing roles while we living, while we not in the movie. You know what I mean? And that's why having a moral compass is important. Without that, you can try to distort reality. And that's why truth is demonized. That's the way that demons can distort reality to cause people to go against the will of God. You know what I mean? Oh, you can do this. It's just acting. You know what I mean? You can do this. You can claim to be this way, claim you love God, but bro, you can do this in a movie. It's fine.
It's just acting.
It's just it's just acting. You just playing a role. Play a role in this movie.
It's not real. It's social media. It's Instagram. Come on. It's OnlyFans. It's just acting.
Yes. Exactly. Playing a role. But guess what? The role that you're playing can lead to the destruction of others and yourself. You know? And all that man, it's slick, man. It's a spiritual war like the scripture says, and this is the way that demons play with people. You know, these are the games that, like my pop say, that humans die, but the angels, they do the same things when it comes to tempting people and putting, you know, when it comes to tempting people and making a reality where people can fall for the act, people can fall for the wickedness. They know our senses, you know. They know what our weaknesses, so they do the same things over and over again, tempting men. And that's the big thing, is to create a false reality. You know, distort the moral line. Now you can claim to be something and do whatever you want, no matter what you claim, no matter what you know, you can represent. You know, you can be a Christian and be a pagan at the same time. You know, you can and you can be say you a God-fearing woman and be a whore at the same time. You can claim you'll be a God-fearing man and be a whoremonger at the same time. You know, whatever you want.
They were God-fearing. They were no better. They were really God-fearing. Now we are
Exactly.
short,
but the thing is, it's about the fabrication. It's not about what's real. That's why even like think about like the dude in the Miles Morales. That's not. It's about it's a fabrication. This is the image that he's portraying. It's fake. That's what is attracting these people who are vessels of demons. It's familiar spirits. The same thing with the I Show Speed. Doing these, he's playing the character. Really, the character is that possession of that demon and is promoting people who have that same spirit of evil on them, of vanity. You know what I mean? And it's deep. It's simple, but it's deep. It's like it's very diabolical that the way that these demons operate on people, and that is allowed because people don't understand that we're in a war. People don't understand where these feelings and these thoughts and these things are coming from. This is not normal. This is not filled with purpose. You know what I mean? Like what? Just think about like what is the logic of me? How is me barking like a dog and doing all these random things and doing these effeminate dances and just being random and sporadic? How is that helping your life? You watching me do these things. Are you gonna make me rich for doing that? You're gonna make me famous for doing that? Why?
That's one heck of a career.
It gets the people going.
Oh, it gets the people going. So basically me entertaining
Gets the people going.
Me entertaining my demons gets your demons going.
The unspoken effects of social media.
Yeah. I actually have like a testimony when it came to like when you said about basically compromising, doing this certain role for this certain amount of money, because I was making music, when I was in the world, I was making music, and it got to a point where I went to Atlanta for like an audition to get signed. I met up with a guy who actually got Tyler Perry put on. And we did the audition. It was me and a couple other people, and everybody's playing the music, and I played my song. And then he'll go around and ask everybody, did they like that song? And everybody told me they liked my song. And it was one guy, he was like, no, I ain't like his song. You're gonna have him anyway. So then it came to a point where he was calling everybody back in the office individually to tell if, he was gonna sign them. It came to me and he told me he wanted to sign me, but he felt like I was gonna like flop, I was gonna fall off. But that's what I really wanted. Like I really wanted that passion. So he gave me his address and his number. He told me to call him, to link up with him to talk business. So I remind you, I walked, like me and my homeboy had walked from like my hometown to Atlanta, and we were like on 75, like walking. But eventually we got a ride from a lady in the truck. She gave us a ride to Atlanta, like, and all I had was $50 in my pocket. I was that determined to get this deal, but not knowing what I was getting myself into. And called the guy, linked up with him, go to his house, nice house, big penthouse, top, like nice cars, anything that people would want, he had it. And in his house, and I can basically tell by the energy and the vibe, he wanted me to compromise for this certain amount of money. So I had a choice whether if I wanted to sign this deal and compromise my manhood, or I was gonna resist. So I resisted. I told him, I was like, bro, nah, I'm good. I was like, you could take me back. Well, you pick me up, and I was like, I'm not gonna get into details of what happened, but I basically denied. And then after that, now I'm at where I'm at today, because I'm not gonna compromise my life or play a certain role. Who I am, I'm not like that. I respect myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've definitely experienced that, so I know how that is, man. in that moment, though, in the midst of that moment, you have a choice. You know, you have a choice. You give up something. You can gain the whole world but lose your own soul, or you can do things the right way and work for it. You know, put in hard work and laboring. You know what I'm saying? So if you a real man, you're gonna make the right decision. But if you just want it easy, then you're gonna just do whatever it is that you have to do to get where you want to be at.
Yep. Every last one of us has made that choice and had that opportunity to compromise, you know, to give in. And that's a part, that's that calling. You know, you deciding which direction you're gonna pull, you know, that voice, you know, that angel telling you not to do that, that's that calling from the Most High. You know, that's the testament that proves that we've been chosen, you know, for a greater purpose, answering that calling. You know, like, and but yeah, and it's amazing to understand that, you know, you look at the world and how it is, and sometimes it can put you at odds, sometimes it can get you fed up, but it's just more confirmation that the scripture is not lying when they say we not of this world.
Facts.
You know. Hey.
And so
you going, what you about to say?
Oh no, my bad, y'all. I just wanted to bring out the next topic at hand as far as, hey, I feel like we all done speaking about the harmful effects of social media and see what it does to brothers that look like us. I want to start talking about some more positive effects. And so I wanted to bring out this chart that pretty much gives you some pros and cons of social media and see if we can highlight some of them. It says some of the disadvantages, what we pretty much already seen. It could lead to addiction, online bullying. It could lead to body image issues or someone losing their identity. It can spread misinformation, cause sleeplessness. It could cause stress. And hey, even like my brother King Connect was saying, it can definitely attach some demons on you. So be aware. And let's talk about more the advantage where you can see somebody publish their thoughts online. It's a free source of information. It can help us make friends. Shout out to my brother King Connect and my brother Xavier over here. You feel me? It allows the truth to get out, and it is a tool for people to educate one another. And so I kind of want to highlight some of the advantages going into the latter end of this stream and say, without social media, I would have met y'all two brothers. And hey, what more can I say? It's been nothing but positivity and nothing but just overall great building as I got to know you all. And to say, without social media, without the effect of social media, you know, our relationships would have never taken place. So, you know, I can't look at social media and deem it as a weapon when it also has its advantages of being a useful tool.
Yep. And yeah, it's about the individuals, you know, how we use it day to day. You know, we all got free will. It's about understanding the purpose of these things and our purpose. Because the people who have genuine hearts, the people who fear God, and even like on the lower level basis, the people who have logic, understanding of truth, that's who are gonna use it for a more positive, you know, a more positive way. But the people who don't have that guidance, that don't, you know what I mean, people who are just living to live and who have been taught a fabricated mind, who have been indoctrinated to believe life is supposed to be one way when it's not, people who have been taught dysfunction, that's what they're gonna put out. You're gonna put out what's in you. You know what I mean? That's why it's important for you to take in what's good for you. You know, and sad case for a lot of people, a lot of children, they're not being installed with that wisdom, you know. people are of the world. And that's why we have to count it a great blessing that the Most High has put us in the position that we're in, for us to have the understanding, for us to have answered this calling, so we can be that opposing side of the disadvantages, of the dysfunction, of the evil.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's when you said that, I was just thinking about just random. I was thinking about like a lightsaber or like a double-edged sword. It's about who is wielding it,
Mm.
who is using it. You know what I mean? And the only thing is, the people who are, so-called in control, like I keep saying, they're gonna promote what keeps them at top. They're gonna promote what keeps them making that money, that keeps them in power. And they are the way that they can do that, once again, is to do the will of the adversary, to do the will of their God, which is to go against the Most High, which is to do evil. So of course, more wickedness and perversion is going to be promoted. But on the flip side, we doing it for the Most High. We speaking truth, we spreading wisdom, and it is changing people's life for real.
Got them
Like you,
righteous tracks out, man.
yeah,
Dropping those every other day. Brother
like
Xavier over there doing a podcast, going live every second, man.
hey, praise the Most High, man. Like you brothers, you two personal brothers, and all the brothers that speak truth, like New Breed, Ringo, you brothers are planting righteous seeds and have helped me personally with my walk, with encouraging me into, keeping me on the right path, keeping me, not being attracted to this world. But yeah, it's a battle, man. It's light versus dark. It's a literal war.
With the brother that commented on the comment, said the 2/3 ain't got no talent. That is true. See, and then the ones that are in the industry, the ones that are rapping and pushing for pushing for the energy that they're pushing, the Most High, he gives everybody talents and gifts. But the thing is, just like I was saying, came to Jesus and he tempted him and offered him everything, but Jesus denied. He did the same thing to those people, because those people that are in the industry were actually chosen too, but they chose the side of Satan. They chose the devil, and the devil corrupted their gifts and their talents to push forth evil. So that's what the devil, he offered them everything temporary, materialistic stuff, and they took it. Now their gifts are being used for evil when they're supposed to be used for good. They're supposed to be used for the kingdom of God, but you got to wait.
Facts. You're speaking facts. And I just want to say, like, social media can be a powerful weapon, a weapon against darkness and a weapon against light. And it's up to you, how you wield that. And that's a powerful understanding. It's a powerful understanding. Hey, praise the Most High, man. But like you said, I made, friendship, brotherhood. I done learned a lot of wisdom and encouragement from social media. And yeah, it's a light and dark to it. You know what I mean? And you just got to make sure that you're focusing on the light. That's what it's about. That's why it's important that we teach others, especially the children, these things, man. Because like when I tell you, that's when the older folk be like, they even they say that the younger generations are all in the phones and in the laptops and the, and technology. And it's important that they also warn the younger generation about these things. You know what I mean? Especially like parents, and because when I tell you that these agendas are going headstrong and trying to promote dysfunction, it's literally it's a war, man. And sometimes I see these things and I see, you know, what they try to display, what they promote, even to the simple image that they try to portray of our people. You know what I mean? We get the Lil Nas X's and the just like the two brothers that you put on, the Spider-Man and the I Show Speeds, but they're not trying to promote people like brothers of yourself. You know, brothers like New Breed or Ringo or anybody that's speaking truth, or anybody that's promoting the word of God, or even to a simple basis, people that are speaking with logic.
They don't want to influence other people because said a lot.
If everybody agrees and loves confusion, the people in power can get away with anything.
The devil don't want some souls to be saved. He wants people burned. So
yeah,
he's gonna hate the ones the devil hates. I want the devil to hate me, please.
Yeah. He got his mission on trying to get as many people to be taken down with him. You know, get as many people to, you know, live in this world and be a part of this world of wickedness, confusion, dysfunction. Man, you see commercial these days talk about defy logic. Defy logic.
Defy was right.
Yeah, defy. It's crazy.
Man.
You got defy logic. You got human NPCs. You got characters. Lies and deceit. Makeup. You know what I mean? But hey, man, that's praise the Most High that there's real too, and that He caused us to be attracted to that real, so that we want to be a victim of this wickedness and dysfunction, so that we won't be a part of that despair. You know, praise Him for giving us the opportunity to live a life with peace and understanding. You know, a life of clarity, because these people don't have clarity. These people that are partaking in that system and those actions it's not a life, you know, that is of peace, that is, you know, of clear mind. That's why you seen that man, he not getting that support from doing, you know, having that fake personification. He about to crash out. Man. Hey, it's 11K people in here. It's like, but bro, what are you doing for me to hit the light? What are you doing for me to give you my money?
And Brother Xavier pointed out that it possibly wasn't even people. It was probably just bots too. Because then you got people who are in control of these platforms. They can send a number to your so-called stream. I've been seeing that people can buy views or buy likes on YouTube. So it's just like, huh? Hey, are people buying live viewers or bots to pretend as views to get
like
support?
You're right. And like, how are we gonna look if our kids are watching this material and they decide next time they see you, they're gonna start talking like an NPC? Like, or like next time they see you, they're gonna start barking like a dog, crashing out. And like, when I tell you that, and it's really sad, but like, cause these things legit happen. Like, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen children be possessed. I've seen grown folk be possessed, expressing these wild, you know, frantic actions that are just plainly dysfunctional and self-destructive. that's the goal of the demon, is to destroy the vessel that it possesses. And that's why those things are promoted. You got brothers that are spreading inspiration, wisdom, motivation, showing their creativity, preaching the word of the Most High, through His Son. That's not, that's not gonna be promoted. Hey, but the Most High still gonna cause His people to shine, to persevere, and we got peace, man, and we gonna
Yes,
be successful. We are successful.
Hey,
Those people don't have peace. They don't have peace.
Exactly.
A lot,
Exactly.
a lot of people won't be able to experience true peace because they're so caught up in this world. And so caught up in understanding
The adversary doesn't give you peace.
it gives you problems.
Yeah. Sure, you can't have peace serving the adversary.
and let's build on that right quick. As far as elaborating on one of the advantages of creating content on social media for me is the peace that I get from it. Just by sharing music, getting on and having a download or some insight from the Most High and having these conversations where, hey, I'm operating in peace now. So it's like you have people who wield this so-called weapon or tool, and obviously there are different fruits that are being grown from it, depending on who's in control of it. Hey, and I ain't even really want to show y'all too much of that field of NPC and how they operate, because once again, as my brother King Connect was pointing out, those are demons. And the more and more you let that into your eye gate, it's like those behaviors subconsciously, they affect you. Vice versa. Y'all see right now 3 powerful brothers online having a conversation, and y'all can understand the words that we're saying, and we're bringing nothing but insight and influence, and just, I don't know about y'all, but I feel it's nighttime, but I feel the shine. And so when people see this, they have no excuse but to take us in somewhat of respect and regard, and then that has us being more influential and being regarded in this world as people with some type of aptitude, morals, values.
Exactly. But if I just start randomly barking like a dog, that's gonna ruin all that.
Hey, I might have to remove you from the chat.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Hey,
You said when you make content. A couple days ago, I wouldn't make.
Wait, my bad. Did you catch that, Connect?
oh no, it sounded like
going
you
in and
broke
out?
up. Yeah, it sounded
Yeah.
like you were going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, cool. No, you said you create content that you find peace. Like for the past couple of days, weeks back, I wasn't making any content. I was just doing my own thing, and it was like I wasn't really having peace. Well, I had peace, but I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I wasn't really feeling how I usually feel, and it was like because I was starting to cling away from doing what I know that that the Creator called me to do. So it's like once I started doing that again, I started to feel peace again, more happy. You know what I'm saying? I started to feel more complete. You know what I'm saying? That just shows that when we try to cling away or try to stop doing what it is that the Creator called us to do, we won't have no peace. We won't have no clarity in the mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we really need. We need to be doing what He called us to do.
Exactly. And that's the same thing I try to tell my my little brothers, that it's not about fitting in. It's not about being of this world. You know what I mean? Doing what everybody else may say is cool, or what the pictures that they paint, that you have to keep up a certain status quo. You know what I mean? And the slang, the so-called drip, and you know what I mean, like what they it's not worth it, man.
With
It's
me, and like I didn't mean to interrupt you, but with me even being like at work and stuff like that, at school and stuff, that's what everybody say. Oh, what up, twin and gang? It's like everybody just gotta be.
Hey man, I was about to say something about that for real. Like that's how it be. It's like it's they want everybody to be clones, man. You see that same type of, it's no authenticity. They want every one of us acting like that, acting like a, having that personification of dysfunction, man. Want you to be a thug,
Yeah, sometimes
want
I
you to.
catch myself saying it, like, but even with me being in the world, that's why the Bible says, a false balance is abomination unto the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So when you are anybody, I don't never want to make it seem like I'm just so holier than thou. I don't want to fit in, but I want to be able to. I want to be able to relate to, because I can relate to people because I was once like that too. So I never want to be better than anybody. Now I am living better, but I'm not better. So sometimes I would know how to connect with the younger youth and call them twin, say gang, just so I can be able to get up here in their mind and be able to connect with them, so they could feel like I want them to feel that they can come to me, talk to me about anything. I don't want to make I'm so better than them, so much. I have wisdom. I don't know everything. I only know, the most I feel what I feel.
Say that last part again.
Oh, I said I don't want to make it never seem like I know everything. I only know what it is that the Most High pours into me. It's a scripture. A wise man, who knows everything. So I don't know everything. I know what I studied to prove it.
Yeah. Yep. And I get what you're saying, and yeah, it's because I try to do the same when it comes to like I say, I'm a human. You know what I mean? I'm in this world, but not of it. Even I remember I remember it was a person I was in Newbury's chat, and I think we were talking about like the whole Dow situation and everything, but I think I said something like shaking my damn head. And then there was a person in the chat that said, "Can connect your language." He said, "What language are you speaking?" And I said, "English." I'm like, what am I? You know what I mean? Like, how is that offending you? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, they focus so much on these the face value of things rather than the meaning behind it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a big problem of people also. They are taught to focus on the face value, like I said, of certain things versus the meaning. And the adversary teaches that he installs that in a lot of people's minds to warp their perception of reality. You're not supposed to be saying these words because they're offensive, but you can go and live a life of wickedness and immorality. That's fine, but you can't say no cuss word, or you can't even talk to me with a tone.
Man,
I can be dead wrong, but you can't feel no type of way. You can't talk to me with a tone. You can't do that. You're wrong for that. You can't call, what I mean? Okay, you're calling out evil, but I don't like the way you're saying it. And yeah, back, you hear me?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Back to what you were saying. Yeah, it's not I try not to have that over religious spirit either. It's like you say, it's a balance. I mean, we are human beings.
Can y'all hear me right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Go on.
And it's not this is just about having an understanding, man. That's the most important thing. There's a reason they want people saying the same slang, following the same trends, doing the same actions of dysfunction. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason that they bring it and they promote it, especially in our communities.
When
You
you
know what I mean?
out and you're different, they will really hate you for that. One thing I've noticed though is that when you are really at peace and when you're really just like you're you're striving and you're making better choices and you're just doing better, the devil gonna come and attack. He's gonna just some try to bother you somehow. And the main way
Mm,
he's been bothering me is like through women. It's like just women because man, I've been going hard lately, man. You know, just women and drama. It be the drama and it be women and it just be the devil will always try to put you in the middle of something that you had nothing to do with. And
mm.
you gotta have that wisdom to know how to just maneuver out of that, you know. And just you got wisdom, you just know how to move, you know how to protect that peace and protect your mind out here, man.
Hey, check it
Can
out.
can I use that to segue into a next situation? Wait, go ahead, King Cadet. Go ahead. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
just wanted to say, check out how slick the adversary is. He teaches and installs these things in people's mind and make them face value. This is the face value. This is how it has to be. You gotta call somebody. You know, you gotta have that slang. You gotta have this type of fashion to the point where you gotta have these type of morals, or or don't have these type of morals. And if it gets to the point where if you see a person that is not with a hive mind, you look at them crazy.
Hmm.
God,
That's how slick the adversary is. And like, that's why I don't follow these trends. That's why I don't feel the need to have to partake in these slangs and even like the fashion. I'm not trying to sag my pants and wear super tight skinny jeans to appease no man, to feel like I'm a part and accepted. You know what I mean? Or even it'd be certain things in this reality, in these environments, that I find myself, not particularly because I, want to, but even like when it came to school, you know, you look different, you dress different, you're not trying to be a part of the groups and the what I mean, the hive mind. You're not trying to, fit in, they gonna look at you crazy. They
God,
call you a lame, they call you weird, but you just be set apart. And them same people that's calling you weird for not doing the things that they're doing the same things that the adversary wants them to do, because it goes directly against the will of God, you know. And it's crazy, the adversary is slick. The adversary will teach your children this is cool, this is cool, but the same thing they're saying is cool, it's the same thing that is causing them to stray from the Most High, causing them to have a mindset that is against logic and truth. And it's always that, you know what I mean? It's always against the word, man.
God.
But yeah, just wanted to say that.
Powerful input. And to expand on that, another one of the unspoken effects of social media, I want to be able to highlight creating business or in some form of fashion creating a job or having a job. Nowadays, social media is looked at as a job. You can actually get a job to be a social media manager. So what this tells me now is that this platform, this infrastructure, this technology is now being a service to be able to provide some type of financial sustenance for our people. So it's like it's not only you can share ideas, but it's a way that you can maintain a lifestyle. And so, Brother Xavier, you was pointing out something, and I kind of want to piggyback off of what you were saying about with the women and whatnot. And I already see Mika already hitting in right now as far as saying most women thrive off of drama, unfortunately. So when we talk about this so-called business, or when we talk about social media creating a job, what do you think is the most consumed visual content that's out right now? Matter of fact, I did my research, family. You guys want to know the top genre of movies or the top genre of TV shows that are out right now? And keep this in mind, because I really want you guys to connect these dots of saying social media is somewhat of a TV show. So it's like you're paying your attention to it. The top genre in so-called television right now, if you haven't guessed it already, is drama. That's what people pay for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what they feed off of. They feed off of that negative. The what's the word I'm looking for? The dopamine of just going back and forth and just feeding into that negativity. People thrive off of that. Like, people just try to like get. I'll be chilling and somebody, this girl said that, or this girl is pregnant by this guy, and it's like, okay, cool. That has nothing to do with me though. It's like just they want you to just feed into that so badly, and they would just bring up topic on topic on topic, and it's just like you just gotta know how to maneuver through that.
You brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, my fault. I didn't mean that. I was making sure y'all can hear me. I wanted to say, like, that's one thing that I hate is drama. Like, I can't deal with it. Only time I'll like put some sort of some type of energy towards it is when I'm going against the grain, speaking truth, or I'm calling certain things out, not in for correction, or to add some wisdom or some logic to the situation, but all the he say, she say, oh, I just don't like this person, so I'm gonna be petty, and I can't do it. That I don't have relationship with people who have that type of mind frame, because that literally, it don't even have nothing. It don't have to have anything to do with you. But it'll take away your peace though.
Yeah.
So I stay clear from that.
How do you
like
know?
people?
Go on.
Oh no, you good? What you about to say?
Like even like when sometimes I may go back home, go back see my family, see my sisters. Like, they would always just be like, he say, she say, And I've been trying to figure this out, because sometimes I think about this and I'm just, I repent about it, and I be trying to think, like, how do you know, right, if somebody coming to you with drama, right, and they're talking about he say, she say, how do you know when you're like feeding into it, or you're trying to just like disregard it and just ignore it? Like, how do you know if you're feeding into it, going back and forth into it, or it's just like you're not really trying to feed into it? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I just say, like, when it comes to things like that, I acknowledge where it all stems from. And at the end of the day, it stems from spiritual wickedness. It stems from demons. We supposed to have, the scripture says, it's a scripture that says, if it be possible, have peace with all men. You know what I mean? So we not supposed to be having this long-lasting contempt towards one another over things, and usually it don't even be that serious. It don't really be nothing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it do, but at the end of the day, what I say when it comes to like drama, and like I say, I don't really entertain it, but like that. But when I add my input, I say you have to make sure that if the person's involved, I say you have to make sure you do your part to eliminate that from your life. You know what I mean? Make
Well,
sure that you're not a source of it.
I try not to be rude. I try to be, like you said, keep peace with all men. So when somebody comes at me with that, I will give them a response like, "Oh, that's cool," or "Oh, I didn't know that," or "That's interesting." I don't, try to be so rude and just you know, I don't just try to be rude. You know what I'm saying? So I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
say something, but not still trying to feed into it and just try to change the subject. That's how I operate in that manner.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to it, you know, especially like telling the ones that I love that have, came to me with some type of drama or some type of input on certain things, I'd be like, it's two main things. Make sure you know the source, make sure you're not the problem. And if the other person is the problem, cut them off. As simple as that. You know, we
Hey, I
shouldn't be,
can connect.
yeah.
What you say a little bit in the beginning of the stream, how you was like, man, we ain't playing no role on social media. We playing a role in real life.
Exactly.
But
Some
Exactly.
people play that role of drama in real life because, let's just be honest, that's what they were assigned to do. That's literally their job. That's literally their purpose.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're
um,
right. And I love to I love to put in the spiritual aspect of it because I think that is life. You know what I mean? I think we have to understand that because that is literally life and death. Us under that's part of the war. Understanding who are we battling and you know what we're involved in, and we that are speaking truth, that are being examples of righteousness, we're entertaining that spirit of truth, that spirit of the Most High. That holy angel. And most people, they entertaining demons. They entertaining the spirit of darkness. The spirit of deceit, spirit of drama, chaos, dysfunction. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. All we can do is, like I say, that's why I tell people to put their input in. I mean, that's why I tell people when I put my input in, the situation when it comes to drama, I say, you know, don't entertain it. Make sure you're not the problem. Make sure you understand the source. And I acknowledge that a lot of that activity is demonic. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be entertaining demons. You shouldn't be entertaining things that get on your nerves. Why are you
Man,
putting so much energy in things that are making you angry and frustrated?
man, I could such a big business though to say, hey, you had Miles Morals. What was that? Doing a live, 11,000 people on. You feel me? Sending him gifts and sending him. You feel me? What was it, the stickers, the messages with the funds attached?
Hey, but people like that feeling, man. I don't. People like that feeling of hate.
niggas company.
Yeah, they like that feeling of it's like it's a demon, man. It's a feeling of like of scorn, of hate, of it's just of this I don't know of despair. Like it's a real wicked spirit when it comes to drama. It's always somebody wants to see somebody else fail. Somebody always wants to see somebody lose something. You know what I mean? Somebody always wants to, talk about or insult or just bring people down. And that's a big demon that's on people because of people be prideful. People don't have humility.
When some people, mostly women, do come at me with drama, oh she did this, or this girl came to me and asked me this, just come at me with drama, and I would respond in a way. I would say, you know, maybe you should just let it go, or maybe you should. This is exactly what I would say. I would say, you know, talk to that person and see what the problem is, and try to and just try to cut it off right there. And when I tell these certain women that certain people that they would literally look at me like I'm redundant, like I'm crazy. Oh, they'd be like, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Oh, well, you came to me with it, you brought it to
Exactly.
me, so I'm gonna give you the answer what I would give myself. And they would literally look at you like, no, like that spirit in them will be wanting for you to feed back with negativity, but when you come with positivity, they hate that because good is evil, and evil is really looked at as is good.
Yeah, they're like, how you gonna tell me to get rid of my demon, but the demon making me feel good? The
Yep,
demon appeasing my feelings. The demon, is giving me that high. Like somebody said in the chat, I think it was Drew Mill. I forgot what comment it was. He said it was a high. How you gonna tell me to get rid of my high? I'm telling you this because I want you to say something negative, so you can give me more of a high, so we can slander this person. You know what I mean? Like people legit,
yeah,
they get that. It's bro, it's a it's a
they eat
demon
that.
that feeds off that energy.
They eat that. They eat
Exactly.
off, they eat off your
It
anger,
lit.
depression, all of that.
It literally feeds off that demon.
That's why we got to get spiritual. Like I be telling people, like it's young sisters, young brothers that are asking certain questions, and I'll tell them, y'all got to get spiritual. Like it's this one brother, right? He was with this young woman, and I could tell with him being with this young woman, she was like she fed off of drama a lot, and they were together in a relationship, and she ended up, doing things with another guy, and he forgave her. He wasn't upset with her, but it was like one day he came to school, he was feeling good, he was straight, and she was upset. And the crazy thing is, she would find a way to reverse that, and he ended up being upset, and she fed off of that energy, and she was happy, and he was upset, and it was just like it was so crazy how it all just reversed, and it was like he was a bad person when and all he didn't do anything. And I told him in the beginning, bro, that's what she had been all along, bro. You just didn't see that. You just because you were blinded by what on the outside, but you wasn't paying attention to what was on the inside.
Hmm.
But it well, how when you're dealing with people, it takes time. With time, then somebody will reveal their true self. They will reveal who they really are when it comes to drama and all this stuff. And demons feed off of that. They once they got you at a certain point when you're feeding into the drama, you're feeding into the negativity, and they have you depressed and feeling low, they're literally feeding off of that, and you're feeding that demon in them. But
Facts.
that's why we need discernment. That's why we have to have discernment on this path. You gotta have it.
Exactly. That's what it be. Could somebody pull up that scripture where it says that some it says something about some can't sleep unless they cause others to fall. You know, the scripture popped in my mind.
Mm,
Forgot where it was.
I'm grab my sword.
I
I
don't know
think
what you're
I
talking
think I
about.
think it's the Proverbs.
Want to look it up.
For the wicked cannot sleep unless they do evil, and they are deprived of sleep unless they make some stumble and fall.
Where's that
Hmm.
at? What book that?
Proverbs 4:16.
I think that's it. Sound like it's it. But that's a
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 4. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their
mm,
sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall.
hey, don't that itself just explain a lot
Yeah, it really
of
does.
of of why drama is so much love, why drama is, promoted and is widely accepted because people they can't sleep unless they cause mischief. They got that demon is so strongly held on them that they have to cause others to fall. They have to cause dysfunction, You know, they have to do somebody wicked before they can rest. It's a spiritual stronghold. Yeah, and it's crazy.
They smoke, unless they smoke, unless they fornicate, or they have to feed their flesh before they rest at night, or that demon that possesses them is gonna fight them back. It's gonna torment them.
Exactly. That demon be tormenting.
Yeah, kind.
It's because they be vessels of demons. They be wicked. And once you if you live a lifestyle that is of wickedness and that's not of truth, that's of dysfunction, the Most High is gonna give you to that demon. And that's the situation with most people. They reject the truth, they reject logic, they reject, the Most High. So the Most High is giving them to that demon, to the point where people can't sleep unless they do the will of that demon. That demon wants you to cause mischief. That demon wants you to, fall. And hey, that's it, it's a sad, reality. But hey, praise the Most High that we on that other side, to where we do right. To the point where if I do wrong, sometimes I can't get that guilt off my head. Like, man, I gotta right this wrong. I gotta do better.
Amen.
We on that opposite side. Hey, praise the Most High for that.
What's that scripture that
praises.
says that? My bad. Go on. I'm about to find it, but you go on.
You good, man?
It's a scripture that says that these are the vessels rated for the vessels are fitted for the wrath of destruction. I'm trying to remember what books that's in.
And are used for wood like to the fire.
Yeah.
Man, when I heard that parable, I'm like, all right, some people I guess are created just to be vessels, man. And hey, one of the most powerful things, and once again, family, I really want you guys, I'm gonna use my words as wise as possible, but just to let you guys know this correlation with the so-called community LGBTQ, there was a word that they used, and it's very controversial word. It starts with an F, if you know what I'm talking about. If you do your research, that word actually means a bundle of sticks put in a fire.
That's deep.
I didn't know that.
So, hey.
Hey, man, it's a whole bunch of, it gets deep.
Just using social media to share information, man.
Yeah. Even that symbol, that rainbow that they,
Anything that God
everything
created.
is yeah, man. It gets deep, And all these things, man, just be more confirmation of the Most High, man. It'll be more confirmation.
Facts.
A bundle of sticks.
Yeah, man. Y'all look it up. Hey, the F word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm keeping family friendly, but time I was gonna call you sticky. Hey, I gotta.
Nah.
I'm about to call one of a bundle of firewood one day. They looked at me like, what? I ain't want to use the term for real, man, but hey, that's what they used to call them, man.
Man, you shut up.
Man. It's crazy that the world has gotten to this where, like, people make words and language a barrier for not understanding truth. Even like when it comes to tone, you can't speak at somebody at a certain tone and they'll just ignore the whole message, and really it'd be a disguise and an excuse so that they won't have to accept the reality. And it's dark, it's manipulative. You know what I mean? It's sick. But Hey man, it's very unfortunate, but hey, that's why I thank the Most High for having this understanding of where we on that other side. I'm
Amen.
gonna stand my ground no matter what.
You already
You
know.
know what I mean?
I
It
find
don't
it.
even matter. It don't even matter how you say things. You can go easy. You can, try to speak it nice. But if they don't like what you're saying, they not gonna like what you're saying. It's always gonna be some type of excuse. It's always gonna be
All right.
something in the way.
I found the scripture. All right. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 22. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Yeah, I
Mm.
find that. I was gonna find the scripture. I was
You
determined.
read it. Wait, can you read it one more time?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it through the Bible this time. One second. Romans chapter 9, verse 22. One second. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Chapter 9. Okay, 9, verse 22. I'm gonna start with 20, 21 to 22. Okay. Romans chapter 9, verse 21 to 22. Have not the have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Verse 23 says, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory, even
Mm,
us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
mm.
Amen.
Hey, and that's the thing about the Most High. The Most High, he make examples of people, to show his glory.
And then another thing, what I don't understand about some of these camps and stuff like that, which also goes with social media, is that they talk about how the white man's the devil and this and the third, which in the Bible it says, even us whom he have called, not of the Jews only, but also the Gentiles. These times we're living in, man, the white people, you know, they really don't have no problem with us. It's like most of the white people that I've run into, they want us to wake up and to know that we kings and queens. But it will be the black people, these black devils, that will come and they will just try to disturb our peace, want to harm us, want to fight us. All of this, I don't see no white person trying to hurt me and harm me and disturb my peace. It's always the people that look just like me.
It be your own people.
It'll
I
be your
think
own.
even I think that even that whole thinking of Esau as a white man, I think that is flawed. And it
Now, it's some white.
Esau,
Uh,
but no, we gotta understand there's a bloodline. Esau
Con,
has mingled with all the Esau has mingled with all the people who have put us in captivity. You know what I mean? Throughout the years, Esau has always been in that position of power. They've been in bed with everybody that has kept our people in captivity. That's how they're in those specific positions of power. It's a bloodline. It's bigger than black and white.
con.
Esau can look like me and you. There's some Esau that could look like a white man. There's some Esau that could look like a Chinese man. It's a bloodline. It's not plain black and white how they try to make it seem. It's not. You know,
Yeah.
it's and it's and that whole mindset is just to bring more division and really just to install racism. You know what I mean? Rather than exalting the power of the Messiah, the power of righteousness and truth. Because there's some white man that can have that same spirit of truth and righteousness that I could have, or that you could have. It's bigger than flesh and blood. But the difference is Esau, they know they're literally that's the nation that is connected with the adversary. That's the nation that's doing the will of the adversary. You know what I mean? That's the nation that is against the Most High's people, the nation that wants the destruction of our people. Esau is the reason that our people, that Esau is the reason that this dysfunction is being promoted. Esau is the reason that our image is being destroyed. Esau is the one that is allowing that to happen. That's you know what I mean. That's pushing that.
I like the way you broke that down because I never really seen it from that perspective. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, Esau is the one that is raging war with our people. That they're in bed with. They've been in bed with everybody that's had us in captivity. But yeah, Lee, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to share a personal testimony, a revelation I had this past week. And I've been talking to you, Brother King Connect, and also you as well, Brother Xavier, in the back scenes about, certain situations that occurred with my so-called 9 to 5. Let's just say I could have used social media as a so-called weapon as I was going to share my experience here at this place, right? And I wanted to share this with you all, brothers, because I know you guys, on some form of fashion, you guys create content, but I want you all to be aware of whatever content that you all create. As we hitting on this last topic about pretty much one of the advantages of social media is being us having a business, having a way that we can be able to financially provide. And so I'm gonna be real, man. When I worked for this company, I was the only person that looked like myself working there. And these people, they gave me the resources. They gave me the environment to be able to grow and cultivate my own space. I was able to learn a lot, to say way more than I was learning with my so-called own people. Shoot, they was promoting me, gave me a position above what my own people wasn't even trying to give me. And so when we talk about the effects of how we even view ourselves and how we even view other races, to say, when I was thinking about making that video, I contemplated and I was like, man, I didn't want to put that seed out there and let people see, oh man, there's another black man disgruntled because of his so-called white company corporation owners, and look at him again. I probably could have had somebody doing a review at me, laughing at me, you feel me? And it's like, dang, I'm just a content creator at this point. But it's like, no, you're always playing this role, you're always playing this character. And let's just be real, social media has become a platform where it's becoming strictly a business. And so we have to look at it as brothers and sisters. How do we want our business to be represented? Do we want it to be full of drama? Do we want it to be full of so-called spreading of negativity? And at the end of the day, I try to tell y'all every time I get on these streams, I'm here to inspire, encourage, and motivate. And so I took an executive decision right there to not create that content, because as I'm having this conversation with y'all right now, I want to be able to use social media as a useful tool. And maybe this can open up an opportunity or a door one day in the near future to possibly have a sit-down conversation with some of the owners of these establishments that I used to work for. And that can create a bigger opportunity than it would have if I would have made that video, if you guys get what I'm saying. So you got brothers out here who are going around bashing Esau, making content, literally not thinking in the guise of this being a business, but burning bridges to expand their business.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because really,
Burning
the
bridges to expand their
Gentiles are
business.
the ones that really like show more love than our own people. Like I've had more Gentiles show me more love than my people. Some of my people, well, really most of my people have been showing me love. You know, it's been Gentiles that helped me get my first car. You know, helped me get where I'm at in my life right now. So you know, and my people, my family, when they see that I got better, they were jealous of that. They were literally jealous of the fact that I started doing better for myself. You know, so I mean, hey, right. Well, the churches I was going to and stuff I was doing before, I was the only black person there. You know, and, but
Hmm.
I digress, man.
Had the same experiences, with the not too long ago. I'm on my I just tell you this, I was on my way from the job, you know, long day of work, driving, traffic. If if you've been on the road, I think it was on 85 and I gotta go 20 and traffic, we stopping every 20 feet, stop and go, and this wave of what's the word? Sleepiness just came over me. And I'm like, legit, I can't stay up. I guess my body was tired. I'm legit like passing out under the wheel. I'm like, and it's like traffic to where fixed traffic where I'm not really getting over. I'm trying to just make it. I'm trying to make it to the exit. I'm thinking I'll be all right. And like it's a weird feeling where you think that you're woke and all of a sudden you just realize that I don't know, you lose control, man. I don't know, it's something, it's hard to explain. And it was basically I was blacking out under the wheel. Anyway, let me get to the point where I had finally blacked out to the point where it was a long time and I'm driving and I sideswiped somebody
Hmm.
and and it woke me up. I'm like, damn. I'm trying to look at, make sure I didn't hurt anybody. I'm looking behind and I see I hit a truck
Hmm.
and the person, you know, we do little signals to try to go on the side so we can meet up, talk about what happened. And I took out his mirror and I kind of like scratched his door. But and I'm like, dang man, I really felt, some type of, guilt for doing for even though I feel like basically, the mistake I felt guilty of it, whatever. Anyway, we pulled to the side and he was cool about it. And I was thinking like the situation I was in, like I'm down bad. Like I'm not in a position where I can be, you know what I mean? Like I can I got bills to pay and things to handle. And it's like the money ain't, the money's tight. And I just hit somebody's car and then the insurance could go up. But he was cool about it. He was a young Caucasian man. He was cool about it. He told me, he understood, about the drive, and he, he worked with me when it came to, you know, the damages and stuff. And I'm like, wow, I could have like this could have been a lot worse. Like he's the best person I could have hit. He didn't even call the police or anything.
Let it be with our people. Oh,
Like
oh, well, let's see what $1,000.
yeah, but like he could have like really, I could have been in a really messed up position. Like the Most High had mercy on me for like me hitting that, like him being of all the people that I hit, him being the person, I could have been like really messed up. But this young man, he was cool about it. We conversated. He said like, yeah, man, I want both. I don't want any of our insurance to, get more expensive. And hey, man, he really he looked out for me, and I'm thinking like, Most High was mercy. He showed mercy on me for allowing that to be the person out of all people that could hit me. And when I think of like similar experiences I have regarding stuff like that with our people, it's like our people, they don't be showing no mercy.
They gonna
Hey,
be
don't step on those ones now.
Yeah, they don't be showing no mercy. They be on you. You know what I mean? They be on your case.
they gonna
They
be acting like they hurt.
they gonna cuss you out, and they gonna take you. They gonna rob you. You know, they gonna do you dirty. You know, and like
Don't
for
step
real,
on those Yeezys, man. Don't step on those new J's, man.
exactly. And and that's thing like, and I've had experiences with the other nations like that. It's a mutual respect. It's a lot of times they understand you another human being. Because that at the end of the day, that's what it is. At the end of the day, we put in like beliefs behind and faith behind it. At the end of the day, you another human being. But with our people, it'd be like, yeah, nah, you gotta, and like it'd be crazy. It's crazy, and it'd be your own people be the worst enemies. Be your own people that want to see you fall, that want to take advantage of you, and that want some drama about you. It'd be your own people, and hey, but praise the Most High that He showed mercy, and that I have brothers like you, that are my people that look like me, that don't have that spirit, of that crabs in the bucket mentality. Brothers that want to see other brothers grow and shine. Brothers that support each other. And I appreciate you, brothers, for real. And I'm glad that the Most High allow us to use this social media in a way that brings productivity, that brings, pushes progressiveness and his will, doing his will, speaking the truth, encouragement, motivation, bearing actual righteous fruits. What I mean? I appreciate that. I appreciate you brothers for real. Praise the Most High. But yeah, definitely, man. It's that whole white man devil. All that chunky is folly, man. If anything, if we gonna go to the if we gonna go actual according to the word, like original bloodline, Esau will be the so-called black man. If we gonna play that game, what was it, Jacob and Esau? Then they come out the same.
One of them came out red, and the other one came out
exactly. But when they had the same daddy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if we gonna go by what the scriptures say, he will be a black man. If we want to play those games.
Then he had the same daddy. Hey,
if we want to play those games, then that's how it would be. But that's how they they want to paint you, just like the world, man, just like the bad side of social media. They want to paint a false perception.
They just have hate for it, man. They don't have no love.
Yeah, man.
They just want to blame somebody else. Look, the crazy thing is, yes, our people went into slavery, but because of their disobedience.
Exactly, our own action.
Yeah, they didn't keep the Most High's commandments, so that's why we went into slavery. I hate that happened, but it had to happen. But at the end of the day, I wasn't a slave. They weren't a slave. So what they got against the white man? You know what I'm saying? The white man did nothing to them.
Hey, man, you tell somebody about that. Oh, we went to slavery because of our own actions. they'll be like, oh God, so God put us in slavery. You think
Yep.
God is a God that's like that? Or you think God would do something so horrible? Like, bro,
It's just like
that's
right now we know the knowledge of truth. If we willfully start just listening and do what we want to do and ignore the Most High, ignore the voice and ignore His voice, He gonna allow for us to be turned over to. He gonna allow the devil to corrupt us, to destroy us.
exactly. Mm-hmm. And
He
yeah,
gonna,
they rather focus on the judgment rather than the cause of the judgment. You know what I
exactly.
mean? Rather than holding our own people accountable for our actions. You know what I mean? They rather use that as a scapegoat to say, "Oh, I don't believe our God would do something like that, so I'm not gonna keep the moral laws of the Bible because I don't want a God that's gonna judge me for not keeping the moral laws of the Bible."
The Most High.
It's
The world is gonna judge you anyway, man.
Exactly.
exactly,
His
exactly,
commandments, his commandments is not grievous. It's very simple. It's very simple.
exactly. And that's what I say, man. Like, man, Israel, and I'm not trying to offend nobody when I say this, but Israel is probably the most wicked nation there is because they knew of the true and living God. They literally, the Most High has shown Himself to us. The Most High has dealt with us, forgiven us again and again, shown His miracles, given us prophets, freed us from captivity, given us the Holy Land, and we were the ones that repeatedly disobey over and over and over. You know what I mean? And to this day, rebellious, hard-headed. You know what I mean?
Stiff
We were
neck.
supposed to be the examples for other nations so that they can be like, oh, they following the God of Israel, the God of creation, and they blessed. Let's start following God. But we chose to want to follow the gods that the heathens were following. We wanted to, keep the actions of the pagans, and even like when Moses was on, I think it was Mount Sinai, while he was up there, they wanted to be like Egypt. They started building him a bullock, a gold bull. You know, they were complaining about the Most High when He had delivered us from, captivity, that we want the fish like the Egyptians. They were ungrateful. Israel was very wicked, man.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
why we got put in those positions.
My phone from die, y'all. I didn't mean to cut you out, brother. My battery getting low. Hopefully we can better do this again. I love y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night, brother. I appreciate you, bro.
Me too. Most I be with you, man.
Man,
I'm
love.
gonna hit you up
Much
too,
love.
man.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
Love,
I'm gonna
love.
hit you up. All right.
Peace.
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 Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, on that closing, I wanted to finish that thought. That's why the Most High has made it to where it's about individuality now. It's about you building your relationship with the Most High through His Son, who is Christ, which is the Spirit of truth. You know what I mean? The Messiah, He was that example of how we're supposed to operate for us to be accepted by the Most High. That's why all the holy men were loners. You know what I mean? They had that personal relationship with the Most High. That's how they had the Spirit on them. It wasn't about it's not about, being in a group. It's not about being, playing religious, or playing church. I mean, playing church or being in the church, being in a, what I mean? It's actually about you building a personal relationship, just like you got to do with everybody that you have a relationship with. You got to do the same thing with God. That's what the holy man, that's what the patriarchs of the Bible did. Same thing Abraham did. before the law and all that was given and written. You know what I mean? He moved in faith by obeying the Most High. And it says when he did that, when he had faith in the Most High, it says righteousness was imputed in him. You know, he was his steps were guided by the Most High because of his faith. And that's the same way that we got to do now, man. And like I said in that song, man, not knocking fringes or anything, but we don't need that to remember to keep the law. You know what I mean? We don't need no piece of clothing. We don't need no, alarm clock telling us not to do, wrong. It's written upon our hearts. We actually have the genuine heart to obey the Most High. And that's what makes us his people. And that's what makes him our God. It's not about bloodline. It's not about, the way you look, the way you talk. It's not about having Hebrew slang. It's about actually having faith in the Father to the point where you believe in his word. You believe in his actions. You believe when he say that the two great commandments are to love your neighbor as yourself, and most importantly, love the Most High with all your mind, your heart, and your soul. That's why the scripture says on those two hang all the law and the hang all the prophets and the law. Because if you do those two, you're gonna try to keep all of the law that you can in every situation. And that's what it's about. That's how we're not just cut off, because a lot of us, we weren't just born into the truth, born into being Hebrew, and you know what I mean? That's how a lot of us was just like the Gentile, besides blood. We were doing the same thing that the Gentiles were doing, out of ignorance. But that's how we can get to the Father. That's how all human beings must get to the Father. Through his Son. Through righteousness and faith. And that brother, shout out to, faith and desire. You got to have that desire to please God. And if you had that desire to please God, you're going to have faith that you can do that. You're going to have faith in God. And if you do that, then you're going to believe in his word. Praise the Most High, man. Hey, and I appreciate you opening, the panel up for me to join and, to speak some words of enlightenment, some words of truth, And I always feel at peace when I, join and when I speak this word, man. And, hey, praise the Most High, man. I appreciate you, man.
Man, likewise, I appreciate you, man. So, hey, what more can I say, man? To say the effects of social media brought us together.
Hey, man, I was about to say, man, social media is like a weapon, and you get to choose if you're gonna be on the light side or the dark side. Who are you gonna use the weapon against? Who are you gonna use the weapon against? And it's the same thing like with our life, man. We all got actions that we can take. We all got things that we have a role to play. You have a role to play. You have a life that God has given you. And how are you going to live life? How are you going to affect others? What impact are you going to leave on this earth? And that's a big thing about social media. It leaves an impact. So what impact are you going to leave? And that's the question that we all should be asking ourselves. But yeah, man, I appreciate you letting me on, man. Praise the Most High, Got another great build. And I've been working on like some, not sketches, but I don't know what to call it, but just some ideas with the logo,
Okay.
I'm going to try to send you multiple designs soon. And you know, I appreciate some, some input, or, some different ways you can help me create more. And hey, man, we'll talk about it. Hey, but praise the Most High, man. Things coming in, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, keep doing what you doing over there, man. Just say you over there shifting my algorithm around over here on my YouTube platform. Ain't nothing but King Connect vibes been popping up lately, man. But
Hey,
hey, just say I love it, bro.
hey, praise the Most High, man. Hey, that's that gift that the Father is giving me, man. And truly, it saved my life. You know what I mean? And it's of the Father, man. It gives me peace. I love to do it. That's how I try to leave my impact on, along with this. That's how I try to leave my impact on social media.
Amen.
Giving all the praises, glory, honor to the Most High. Showing the talent that He's given me. Spreading His word.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, sir, man. Well, yeah, I'm going ahead and let you close, man. Hey, may the Most High continue to be with you and yours. And hey, I say that to all you in the chat, like, as well. Hey, I appreciate, you once again, you letting me on, man.
Much love, Ock.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace. Yeah.
Hey, family, what can I say? Y'all ain't tell me. I got a little lost in track of time, man. I'm looking up. I see we almost a whole Avatar movie in, man. We almost at 3:30. We almost at 3 hours, man. Sheesh. Nah, this was a heavy build. Once again, a very informational topic right here. The unspoken effects of social media. And I just wanted to bring out some consciousness, some conversation around that topic, and pretty much ask the question, is it a useful tool or a harmful weapon? And as the brothers on the panel was able to point out, man, it's really dependent on who's using it. It can be a weapon for good, or it can be a weapon for evil, depending on who is the sole influencer. So just wanted to spread some awareness on that. Y'all know how I go. Y'all may coming through with some scripts. Speak unto the children of Yasharel and bid them that they make them I don't know what that word is, but they make them in the borders of the garments throughout their generations, and that they put I ain't even gonna try to pronounce that word, of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you. Once again, I'm taking context clues, but I'm guessing that word is probably like a sign. So that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahuwah and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, and after which ye go to a horn. Oh yeah, you talking about the fringes right here. Zeets. Yeah, I was about to say it's giving me Taziki vibes. Zeets. All right, I gotta get my lingo up, man. We should start doing more streams, more informational content about the translation of the tongue in Hebrew, man. That's definitely something that I feel like could be powerful out there. And hey, it'll affect behavior in a very tremendous way, because we'll move away from speaking this double-edged language, which is English, where you have words literally meaning multiple things. And that's hard to really get a message across once you have a word that can mean multiple things. King Connect said, can you pull up Jeremiah 31 and 33? I got you. Let's do it. Jeremiah 30. 31 and 33. Man, how you gonna dip up out of here, but then gonna call us some scriptures, man? Nah, it's all good. I got you. Here we are. Let's see. Jeremiah 31 and 33, right? Any other content there? Let me pull it up, man. Hold on, family. We're gonna get it up for the brother, man. Alright. We here. He talking about it just came to mind, man. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. Amen. Amen. We in here, family. We in here. Oh yeah, I ain't peeped that energy. Nah, we all on the same page. Yeah. Nah, I ain't peeped that at all. Yeah. But nah, we good. We good in here, family. We good. But man, I hope that this stream has been nothing less than edifying, man. Y'all already know these late night streams, man. Say we just put in 3 hours here. I'm about to go ahead and get me some revitalization going on, but hopefully this gave you guys a little bit more consciousness and awareness as far as people out here producing content on social media and some of the effects that happens. I mean, we really pretty much, we don't get the scientific study yet because it takes a couple of years to be able to see how this is going to affect our behaviors in the long run. But hopefully this video can be used as a capstone. In about 50 to 100 years, people will be able to look back and be like, man, Divine Lee was hitting on something when he was talking about the overall behavioral effects of social media and the long run effects. Man, we didn't have the data yet, but now we do, and it seems as though yeah, we we over here, we miscalculated. We should have been promoting positivity instead of all the negative and drama. But to each their own. To each their own. Hey family, I love y'all. Man, I hope that each and every one of you have a blessed goings as we enter into these late nights, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all stay warm, man. Y'all stay shining out here. Until next time, family. Peace. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Walk by the lie when the truth is free. Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Yeah.